Alright, I'm gonna make this video short and sweet.
Do I look like someone who would waste my own time?
Rockstar Games recently released the second trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 and delayed the game until May 26th, 2026. Yeah, not this month. Instead, the game will come out almost exactly 1 year after the Nintendo Switch 2 launches. Which begs the question, could Grand Theft Auto 6 potentially release on Nintendo Switch 2? Well, the answer to that question is yes, it could run on Nintendo Switch 2, just like Grand Theft Auto 5 could have ran on the original Switch.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But just because it can, doesn't mean Rockstar will actually port it. I know that Digital Foundry has been downplaying the power of the Switch 2 as of late, but YouTubers like Super Metal Dave 64 have shown pretty irrefutable proof that Switch 2 games can look even better than Xbox Series S games. So this seems to imply that if any game can run on the Series S, then it should be able to run on the Switch 2, depending on the effort involved. It really comes down to developer talent. After all, Pokémon Scarlet and Violet look like absolute hot trash, but it has nothing to do with the system it's running on. Because even Pokémon Legends ZA running on the Switch 2 doesn't look very good either. Game Freak kinda just fucking sucks at developing games, as much as I love the older Pokémon games. Anyway, we've got Cyberpunk running on the Switch 2 quite well, plus Street Fighter, which actually does look better than the Series S version. Yes, it's not running at an internal resolution greater than the Series S, but who cares? What matters is how it looks like on screen thanks to DLSS upscaling. You can take a low resolution and make it look pretty great with this upscaling technology. In other words, even if Grand Theft Auto 6 ran at 480p resolution internally on the Switch 2, with DLSS upscaling, it could still look pretty good. I'm not saying it would look better than the Series S version, but I'm also not saying it wouldn't either. In just very simple terms, yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 could run on the Switch 2. It might push the system to its limits, and it would almost certainly be scaled back in some ways to the other versions, but it could run. But will it?
No.
Honestly, based on Grand Theft Auto 5 not coming to the original Switch, despite that game being ported a billion times to every other platform, I'm not holding my breath. Earlier this year, Take-Two confirmed that they'd be supporting the Switch 2, but this is a big publisher, and they release more than just Grand Theft Auto, so this doesn't really tell us anything. If Rockstar were to port Grand Theft Auto 6, however, it would definitely not come out on release date. In fact, we'd be lucky if it was 2 or 3 years after the other versions. But who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised. I'm sure some developers and fans will argue the game couldn't even run on Switch 2, but this is honestly an easy excuse not to put the work in. There's plenty of impossible ports that turned out not to be so impossible. It's just a matter of effort, time, money, and desire.
Hey guys, I don't mean to bother you, I just want to say I think you are really, really cute.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
So there you have it. I'm pretty sure I'll get plenty of dislikes for saying this, but yeah, in my opinion, if Grand Theft Auto 6 doesn't come out on the Switch 2, then it won't be because it couldn't technically run. This is assuming, of course, the Series S version won't be cancelled. If that happens, then I'll have to rethink my opinion. Thank you for watching. I hope to get back to more well-produced videos next time, but the algorithm is pretty much forcing me not to put in the effort. Ironically, given that the subject matter of this video is about effort. But you can thank YouTube for that. And yes, that's why I'm using Comic Sans for my thumbnail font.
How funny.